Hello, Darryl, all right?
Morning, Jude.
Sir?
Lovely day. Morning. Morning, sir. Lovely day out there.
Yes, sir. From what I saw of it this morning, it looked quite promising.
How are you all?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Everything running smoothly in here?
Yes, sir.
Good. Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you, sir.
What on earth was all that about?
Did he just...
Yeah, smile and say good morning.
Yeah, something wrong. I don't like it.
He smiled.
Exactly. It's like a vampire sniffing blood. Have you read those notices he's put up?
Yeah.
Don't like the sound of that either.
What do they say then?
Communications. We're not talking to each other enough.
It can't be aimed at Reg Hollis.
And his door's always open.
Ought to shut it down. You'll catch a chill.
I know what it is. It's that stress counselling course he went on last week.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Bram's Hill.
Real progress already.
Would take more than a week.
He smiled. What's wrong? Might be a sex touch.
I'm sure we'll find out in due course.
Well, which entrance is it?
I don't know, it's either that one or that one.
I thought you'd been here before.
Yeah, but I find it difficult to distinguish the features of the landscape. It's this one.
Morning, Derek.
Good morning, sir.
How was it?
The course, fine.
Anything useful?
Yes, I think so. Of course, we got all the usual guff from the psychologists, psychiatrists, and the rest of it. What it all really comes down to is talking to each other.
And that took a week, did it?
You know what it's like. They have to justify their wages like everyone else. You seen the notices?
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, it's all down to accessibility. That's why I made a special point of getting around to see everyone this morning. Establishing contact.
So, what's the next move?
Response. And if I don't get one, there's going to be trouble.
Which number is it?
18.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Mendes.
Have you heard anything?
Will you come in, please?
Of course, thanks.
Have you found her?
No, not yet, Mrs. Mendes. We've come to see you because we're going to start the house-to-house questioning today. What we're going to do is we're going to show people the photograph and then ask if people recognise her. And then we're going to go through all the questions, yeah? I thought you ought to know because it's a very public process. It means everybody's going to know from now on, do you see?
Yeah, I see.
You let us know if you hear anything.
Of course we will. Right, let's go to it.
Please find her. Please.
We'll try our best, Mr. Mendes. Right, we'll start at the bottom. I'll start at the top.
And don't tell me we meet halfway.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, come in, Christine. Take it to. It's about these notices I put up this morning. What do you think?
Oh, to be quite honest, I'm not sure I understood them.
Well, it's to help with the stress problem. You see, we're not talking to each other.
Sorry?
Well, we're not discussing each other's problems, you see. Work, home, family, money, etc. We've got to start being more open with each other. And in Sun Hill, that means being open with me.
That's what they taught you on the course, was it?
Not today, Tom.
Damn.
Good morning. I wonder if you can help me.
But you see, as far as I'm concerned, it's not just helping people. It's a case of making them more efficient, getting more out of them. But you've got to help. Now, I want you to pass on any staff problems you hear about. Now, does anything current spring to mind?
I'm not sure.
Well, exactly, you see. Nobody knows. Everyone has problems and nobody's talking about them.
Yeah, but if people don't want to talk...
They must. It's important. I want to get some honesty around here. Now, personnel and support isn't normally my job, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly. Now, I've drawn up this rota and I want to see everyone on it, right? I'm going to give it to Bob Cryer when you go down. I want him to pass the message on to the relief.
Yes, sir.
Before you go, Christine. Now, have you got any personal problems that you should be talking to me about?
Hang on. Wayne, turn that down! Yeah, what do you want?
You haven't seen this young girl recently, have you, madam? She was last seen on Friday. She was wearing a tartan skirt, a blue cardigan and a red anorak.
She belonged to that packy fella down the groceries.
No. Her father's Sri Lankan, as it happened.
Disappeared, has she?
That's gonna kill you if you took him to a copper.
Wayne! I wish someone would disappear him.
So I take it you haven't seen.
Wayne! You don't do that again. I'll put your gerbil in the microwave.
Yeah. Thanks very much for your help, man.
Tom? Yeah?
You got any idea what this is about?
Well, not more notices. Appointments to see Chief Inspector Conway. For all of us?
That's his counsel. It's gone to his head. Can you take care of it?
Yeah. P.C. Melvin, Mr. Conway wants to see you in his office sometime today.
Why, Sarge?
He's been a naughty boy then.
He'd like a chat with you. An informal chat, I think he said.
You're for it, Ken?
Wouldn't sound too pleased with yourself, mate. He wants to see you afterwards.
Yes, I've seen her. She's called Ingrid, isn't she?
No, she's called Neelam.
Yes, that's it, Neelam. She was playing down by the dustbin.
When was this?
Well, when was it she went missing?
Friday.
Friday. Well, it must have been Friday then I saw her. Yes, she was talking to a tall black man with a beard, and he kept giving her sweets, and then he went away.
Would you know the man again?
Oh, yes, yes. And he came back a few minutes later in a big black car, and the girl got in.
Would you recognise the car?
Oh, yes, definitely, yes.
Right, could you come down to the station with me to make a statement?
Oh, yes,
What
that'd
is
be
it, Mum?
nice. Well, this nice young lady has taken me down to the police station.
What has she done now?
She's a witness to the possible abduction of a local child on Friday. I need a full statement from her.
What have you been saying?
Nothing.
Look, I'm really sorry. Please go inside, will you,
I
Mum?
won't be a minute. I'll just
Will
put
you
my
go
hat and
inside,
coat
Mum?
on.
She shouldn't be here. She's,
But
She says things what she thinks people want to hear, just to please them. She wasn't even here on Friday. I picked her up from the home this morning. Look, I'm really sorry, OK?
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
So he said to him, "Oh, you must want John's the spy."
Now then what?
No, that's it.
Well, that's the joke. Oh, Reg, go away. I'm not in the mood.
No, everybody's not in the mood. And do you know what I blame?
No, Reg, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I blame Conway and all his counselling arc. You wouldn't catch me telling him my troubles, not even if he came to me on his bended knee and said,
Morning
"Reg,
again, June.
Sir.
Sir,
Reg?
I was just saying to June what an enormous amount of interest has been created by your notices."
Yes, well, I haven't had much response yet. Perhaps that'll come later, eh? You haven't been to see me yet, have you?
No, I've been a bit tied up at the moment, but I do intend to come and see you at some point, sir.
Good, good. Glad to hear.
Yeah, well, must be getting on then.
Don't suppose you've got time for a little chat, have you, June?
Actually, sir, that's just what I'd like.
Oh, really?
It's useless.
Well, at least it was quick.
Either nobody's in or nobody wants to help.
Well, can't help.
No, it's worse than that. People around here don't talk to each other. There's no sense of community. We're looking for a missing child.
Well, she's not a child. She's 13. She's probably gone off with her boyfriend. She'll be back in a day or two.
You know, you're just as bad as everybody else. Nobody cares. We're looking for a missing child and nobody gives a damn.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
Is it? Well, it might be life in London.
Look, it's the same in every big city. Nobody's got the time.
No, it's worse here.
I've been a copper everywhere else, have you?
It's my impression that it's worse in London, all right?
It's a bit difficult to know how to put it.
Well, don't worry. I mean, the important thing is to talk about it, whatever it is, that's all.
It's just that I wouldn't really want other people to know.
No, well, that's absolutely fine, June. Anything said here is completely confidential, so there's no need to worry.
I just wanted to ask you what you thought my chances were of making sergeant.
Oh, right. Yes, I see. Sergeant, eh?
I'm well bound up with all this, I can tell you. I'm not going to see him. Why should he know about my personal life?
You're not going to tell him about that hunky bloke you live with, then, Reg?
I'm sure the owners are aware.
Very funny.
They couldn't have come back unexpected.
No, I'm getting on to the Federation about this. It's an invasion of privacy.
You're quite right, Reg. It's also a complete waste of time. In the old days, if you had a problem, you talk to your mates about it, or to a sergeant. People should talk to me.
The only thing that worries me, June, and as we're being frank and honest and all that, I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but the thing is, are you really tough enough? Mentally, I mean.
I think so. People are always telling me I'm sergeant material.
You see, a good sergeant should be able to sort out everyone's problems without any of it reaching me.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want to be an agony aunt. I've got better things to do with my time. So, how well do you handle problems? Coffee?
Wait, no, thank you.
What about your problems? For example, when your father died.
That was nothing to do with work.
I know, but it was a problem. And from what I gather, it did affect your work. I understand you clammed up. One of the classic symptoms of not facing up to things.
That's not true. I talked to Sergeant Cryer.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I...
He found out about it and talked to you. There's a difference. That's why he's a sergeant, and a good one.
I don't know what you mean by all this. I did face up to it in my own way.
I don't think
You have no idea what I went through. No idea at all.
Look, June, I don't mean to criticise.
I know.
All I'm trying to do is to get you to talk about things.
Look, all I wanted to know was whether I was going to make sergeant. That's all.
Yes, well...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some work to get on with.
June, if you really want to be a sergeant, maybe you should apply.
Oh, this looks a bit more like it.
Oi! Come on, I mean it! Get out of here now or I'll start smashing the car! I mean it!
Got a problem, sir?
Oh, you're not very obvious, is it? What do you think it is?
I suppose it's the card, is it?
Brilliant! See, the sooner you running Scotland Yard.
We don't need remarks like that, thanks.
It's woken me up. I work nights. I'm supposed to be asleep.
Yeah, all right. So we'll get the owner out to come and switch the alarm off.
Yes, that's easy, isn't it?
Where does the owner live?
I don't know and I don't care, but if he isn't out here in 30 seconds, I'm going to start smashing. Go on, son! Smash it up! Right.
I wanted to check through my list and see how many officers haven't been to see me. And I think it's important that we ensure that everybody takes advantage of this opportunity. Reg Hollis, for instance. You don't know where he is, do you?
No, sir, but if I find him, I'll tell you.
What's your name, sir?
Clarkson.
There's no need for that, Mr. Clarkson.
You ought to do something.
Who knows who owns this car? It's a black bloke, isn't it?
Nah, you think that Chinese fella.
So nobody knows who owns the car now.
You've got 20 seconds!
Look, I wouldn't do anything hasty if I were you, sir.
19. 18.
Sarge, what did Mr. Conway want?
Nothing. You just want to know where you were.
You're joking.
No?
I can't stand all this.
What are you so worried about?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
3, 2, shut up, will you?
Right. We reckon the best thing to do is to run that vehicle registration through the police computer, see what he comes up with. And to do that, I've got to get onto the station, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Sierra Oscar from 101. Are you receiving? Over.
Go ahead, 101.
Yeah, I'm in Stanley Close on the Woodvale estate. We seem to have a bit of a problem with the car alarm.
I can hear it, Taff. Don't tell me you want me to contact the Noise Abatement Society.
No, listen, this is serious. Got a man threatening to smash up a car with a hammer. We need the owner out here. Can you do a PNC check for me? Reg plate is Lima Golf Oscar 459Y Yankee.
Okay. Any other action needed?
Yeah, we could do with a bit of backup. Is there a van in the vicinity? He's in a bit of a funny mood.
I wonder where Reg is. Every time he sees Conway, he goes white and runs off.
I don't know. He's certainly guilty about something.
Reg, there you are.
Sorry,
Very
Reg.
funny,
I couldn't resist it.
All right. I am dodging Conway. I don't want to talk to him.
But why? It's only a formality. Look, as soon as this course is over, we'll be back to normal.
Yeah, you might as well get it over with. I've just been in, all he said was, any worries? I said no, and that was it.
Yeah, fine. But what if you were worried?
I'm not going to wait much longer. You ought to be doing something.
We are doing something.
Look, if you want to be useful, you can move along because it's making it worse having an audience.
But we're witnesses.
I want to see him smash the car up. It's not the first time it's gone off, you know.
Come on, what's happening?
It's all right, we're working on it. We'll take a little time with that number, aren't
You've been long enough. I'm going to start smashing it up anyway. Don't try and stop me.
Oi! What are you doing in my car? What's going on, man?
Is this your car, sir?
Yeah, so what?
Right.
Come on, Reginald, what's this all about?
I don't want to talk about it, all right?
Look, I'm serious. Can you better get back to the CAD room?
Right, Sarge.
Well?
I'm sure Mr. Conway knows about it. That's what he's chasing me about.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but suppose he finds out. He wants all this open door stuff and honesty. You can't just disobey him. You know what happens if you do.
Come on. What is it, then?
You know our collection for the body scanner appeal? I thought I'd try and expand it through investment.
Stock market?
No, Newmarket. It was a dead certain of 2:30.
You didn't.
I did. It was up tip, 6-1.
Pillock.
I know.
Even by your standards, Reg, it's a pretty stupid thing to do, and you know it.
Yeah.
This is a serious disciplinary offence. How much have you lost?
Well, it was all right, as it happens. Racing was abandoned.
I don't care, Reg. The governor's going to have to know about this, and if you do this again, you are out.
I'm not going to tell you again. Switch it off or I'll smash the car!
Listen, Tosspot, you touch the motor and you get your pebbles dashed, okay?
For God's sake, just turn the bloody thing off.
No way!
If you don't, I'm going to be forced to nick you.
Nobody threatens me, man. Not you, not him, nobody, right?
Every day it happens. Every day it goes off. I've had enough of it.
He's right, it's terrible.
Shut your face, you!
Look, I just don't understand why you can't turn it off.
You wouldn't, you're a copper.
Give me the keys.
No, I ain't gonna be pushed around by no one.
Ah, there you are, Reg. I've been looking for you.
Oh, yes, sir.
That scanner appeal.
Yeah, I was going to come and see you about it, sir.
Quite right. Wouldn't do to leave me out, would it? Here's a tenner. Keep up the good work.
Mr. Giorgio!
101 from Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving, over?
Yes, go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
The Capri belongs to one Christoph Georgiou. Do you want us to investigate?
No, it's all right. We've met Mr. Giorgio now. Thank you very much.
Is he going to switch this off or not?
Just hold on a minute.
Right, that's it.
Where are the keys?
Flushed them down the bog!
Got to the car.
Yeah, go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
Could you report to Mr. Conway on arrival,
What?
please?
What's all that about, Sarge?
Sorry, Taff, no idea.
Yeah, okay, will do. That's all I need.
Hey, you know that girl? The one you was asking about? I seen her up the market lunchtime. She was helping out on a fruit stall.
Right. Fine.
Gonna take that motor, mate.
Thanks for anything. I gave you plenty of work.
No, you
That car's a minute. Hey! You saw that? You saw that? Take it down.
I still don't understand why you just didn't turn the bloody thing off. You'd have saved yourself all this.
He never said please, did he?
What's all this about, then?
What to do, and that man
Criminal damage to general aggravation.
He just attacked me. He just attacked me.
Calm down.
Listen, I just want to see a lawyer.
Sit down, please.
Can you handle this one, sir? I would go and see about the Mendes girl and the governor.
Get your hands off me.
Right, yeah, we'll do.
Skip, any joy from my message about the Mendes girl?
June's on her way to the market now, Taff. Give the woman a chance. She's not an Olympic runner. You'd better go up and see Mr. Conway.
You sure you don't know what it's about?
No idea, Taff. If I were you, I'd spill the beans.
Oh, poor Taff. It's just not fair.
Oh. Come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Ah, yes. Come in, Francis.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad you could take the trouble. Not everyone's so keen, you know. Sit down. So, what do you want to talk about, eh? Something troubling you?
Is that obvious, is it, sir?
What?
That there's something troubling me.
What do you mean?
I did intend to come and talk to you about it at some point anyway. But since you seem to have an idea already, I might as well get it off my chest now.
Yes, you may.
You see, I'm not happy, sir. Not like I used to be, anyway.
Go on.
I've tried not to let it affect my work, but it isn't easy.
What aren't you happy about?
It's my wife, sir. She's never liked London much. And she goes on about it. Quite a lot, really.
Mr. Clarkson, you can't go around doing things like this.
Sergeant, do you work nights?
Yeah.
Do you get enough sleep when you work nights?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to do.
It's something to do with the people. All looking out for themselves, that sort of thing. I mean, we've been in the new flat for, what, months now? And the neighbours hardly ever talk to Mary. She's getting very depressed about it.
Yeah, I can see that. You ought to have a barbecue.
Sir?
Always a good way of meeting the neighbours.
Yeah, I suppose so. But she's had another idea.
Oh, yeah?
She wants to move.
Well, that seems sensible enough. It's just what I did, in fact. Where are you thinking of? There's some nice new stuff in Essex, you know, not too far away.
No, she was thinking more of Wrexham, really.
Wrexham?
Yeah. Hardly within commuting distance, is it, sir?
Are you trying to tell
Look,
me...
Sir, I don't want to leave. It's just that things might get a bit difficult.
That's an understatement. How long have you been planning this?
It's not planned exactly.
You told anyone else about this?
No, sir.
Well, you should have done. We should know about problems as soon as they arise. Now, I want you to reconsider this.
I would, sir, but the house is already on the market.
I don't believe this. I do not want officers coming to me telling me they've already made their minds up and probably having made the wrong decision. This is about solving problems. So you've come to tell me you're transferring?
Yes, I suppose so, sir. I thought I'd give Wales another go.
Well, I think this is a very serious mistake, Edwards. I want you to know that. Come in!
Derek? Oh, there you are, Edwards. They're looking for you downstairs. The Mendes girl's been found. Parents coming in.
You better go.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
One thing, Edwards. I want you to think very hard before you do anything, right?
Sir.
Well, how's it all going?
Oh, as well as can be expected, sir.
So where were you, young lady?
She ran away.
She won't say why.
Maybe it was something to do with the attacks on your flat, eh?
You know about that?
I guessed. Look, you really mustn't be frightened about coming to see us. That's why we're here, to help. And you, young lady, if you decide to run away again, tell your mum and dad first, eh?
This the girl?
Yes, sir.
Good. Make sure the paperwork's in order, won't you?
Yes, sir.
Normal service has been resumed.